Okay, ladies, I was witnessing a conversation the other day, and it was very interesting. I don't know the backstory of this conversation, but basically, what was happening was as a person was saying no, they couldn't do something, and then they launched into this huge explanation. Like I was in the grocery store when this was happening, and they launched into this huge conversation with a huge explanation as to why they couldn't do that. And I remember standing there thinking to myself, "Oh, this is really interesting. Like, is this like a worldwide thing that people do this? Like, I say no, and I feel I need to explain that why I'm saying no to you. Is that part of the people pleaser in us, or is it because I feel bad that I'm not going to actually be able to fulfill whatever it is that they've asked me for? Like, there's a lot of nuance in that. Or can you simply just go, no? And that's a full sentence.
That is a full sentence, and that took me a very long time to learn that. Two, as a ex-people pleaser, you didn't want to upset somebody or think you didn't like them or didn't think they were important or didn't think they were valued. So I would go into this explanation. There are times where I say, no, I'm busy, I can't. And I just leave it at that. I don't explain how I'm busy. I don't explain what's going on, this and that. If it's somebody I want to explain to, I use that as my choice. Gee, I really would love to do that. I've already made plans for that day. I can't attend. But I think saying no can be a learned skill.
For me, that's the
Yeah.
I teach my kids you do not have to validate why you can't do something. And Michelle, like what you said, if you want to say, "Oh, I'm busy that night, I'm going to do this," I would, and you always do it graciously. Like I would love to, but I can't make it. But I think that puts you in I think it's a confidence thing too, that it kind
Hmm.
of lowers your confidence because now you're going,
Yes.
past episodes. I want you to like me, and blah, blah, blah. So
Yep.
I
Yep.
really, I'm so sorry I can't do something that you've come to me with. Like,
Mhm.
Right.
so
Yes.
I am like, do not, you should turn around to those people.
But I think also too is um how that other person reacts. And I know it's on that other person. We can't control how the other person's going to react. But I've had people be like, "What do you mean you can't go? I really wanted you there." Oh, that's not going to be like, it's kind of like that guilt trip whole kind of thing,
Mm.
you know? And I think it was very freeing, like part of the boundaries I started putting around myself, just saying, no, no, I can't do that. Like, and it might be something I don't do any longer. As an example, I'm not a big drinker anymore. So if people were really going just to tie one on and like really go out just for that, doesn't thrill me anymore. But if they were going out and just having a few drinks and maybe having a dinner, so it's also, it might not be I'm not busy, but I don't want to do that any longer. I do not go into an explanation any longer. No, I can't make it. I'm sorry. You know?
Yeah.
Well, I don't think you owe it to the person. And I think
No.
somewhere along the line, we feel we do owe it to the
Hmm.
person. And that's,
Hmm.
again, what I'm trying to teach my kids is like, you don't owe it. Don't be snarky. But, just because
No.
someone wants you to, and I don't want to say event, include you in
Yeah.
something doesn't mean you have to. And you don't
Right.
have to feel guilty about it.
True. True. And I
That's it.
think, go ahead,
Okay.
Tracy.
No, I was just going to say that's awesome that you're teaching your kids at, their tender age that they are, because most people never feel comfortable using no as
Mm-mm.
a full sentence.
Mm.
I don't feel comfortable just saying no. I mean, I
Mm-mm,
always, I will always add on to that. No, I'm busy, or no,
mm-hmm,
I'm unavailable.
mm-hmm,
I try now really hard not to say I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry, I'm busy. I try really
mm-hmm.
hard not to include that I'm sorry part.
To
Just
say, no, I'm busy.
no, I'm busy.
Right.
Have a
No,
great
I'm
time.
unavailable.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, I've got
Right.
plans.
Oh, just to be
Um,
clear, I do say more than no. No, I'm not available.
yeah.
Don't teach my kids to say,
This was sparked because I was reading something, and that's exactly what the person said. No is actually a full sentence. I was like, that's
Yeah.
brilliant. I love it. I
yeah.
love it.
Yeah. I've heard that before too, but and that is true. And I think especially as women, because we've talked about this before, we're always taught on how to do it all. And even if you don't have plans and you were planning on just staying home, that's still a plan. You know what I mean? Like it's still a plan. So no, I'm not available because you're putting yourself first. And we're always, it's, I think, very strong. Like I agree with Tracy G, what you're doing with your daughters. No, is
Mhm.
like get their voice is being heard right away.
Mhm.
It's and I don't think Tracy E and I talk a lot about how even when we were brought up in the corporate world and the things we were done, you never said no in the corporate world. You just took on more work and you did all this. And,
Figured it out.
yeah.
Mhm.
And you
Mhm.
too, Tracy G, you've been running your own business and doing things for a while. And so we weren't, no was not part of our overall
Mhm.
vocabulary for a long
Mhm.
time.
Yeah. I also will, I some of my clients when this conversation has come up, it's like if you can't say no, then give yourself the moment that you need and say, can I get back to you on that?
Can I get back
Because
to you? Did you
can I
just,
get
Mhm.
back to you? Yeah, can I get back
I'll
to you
get
on that?
back to you. I'll get back to you on it.
Yes, but when you don't have the ability to even say that, it's like you're just trying to create the pause of I need some space because I don't want to do this thing, especially
Hmm.
when it's that, right? It's like there's a difference when you legitimately aren't available to participate in something because you already have plans. And then there's a different feeling
Yep.
when you don't want to do something that that person is asking you to
Okay.
do or inviting you to do, right? Like there tends to be more of a ooh, I don't really want to do this. How do I get out of it type of situation,
Right.
right? And to say, can I get back to you? I got to check my calendar or whatever, allows for that person, and I've done that, allows for me just to go, okay, I just need a breather
Yep.
and to just reset myself to go, you know what, I'm busy. I can't make it that night with you. Sorry. Or don't say the sorry
Yep.
part. Just, you know, I can't,
Right.
I've got plans. I know I say sorry all the time. I'm terrible with that. Sorry, 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 sorry. True Canadian man, I'm telling
Oh no, that's a US. That's no,
Yeah, Canadian.
you.
no.
Canadians for
That's
your
not
for
the
the for
no,
the
Do you
whole
feel
no.
guilty then? Do you
I don't feel
on the day after you go, oh, you know, oh, I feel bad that.
not
Oh,
not afterwards, but
okay, good.
again, as a people pleaser, the tendency is to always go, oh, sure. And then I regret saying sure. And now I'm spinning like, how do I get out of this? So instead of putting myself through all of that rigmarole, I buy myself the time to say, I need to check my calendar. I got to get back to you. And then I've created that space so I can then decide to come back to that person with confidence and say, I can't make
Yep.
your thing.
Yep. Yep.
And I usually I'll say, I'm sorry, I can't make your thing. I got something else going on. Being me.
And
Right.
then go, I'll try, but I can't.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, no, no. I know I never do that. But you see, that's something that I always used to do is I would always end up saying yes to whatever. Somebody would invite me to something. I go, oh, okay, because I know I'm free. And then the moment it comes out of my mouth, yes, I'm like, okay, now I'm obligated to do this thing, and I don't want to do it. like it's not my thing. I don't
Right.
like that
Right.
activity. I don't, I don't feel comfortable with that group of people, like whatever the situation is, right? And now I'm like, what do I do? And then there's
Yeah.
all this
You're
nonsense that
backpedaling.
goes on after
Yeah.
that of how do I get out of that? So it's like, just buy yourself the 10 minutes or the day or
Yep.
whatever and go, I got to check my calendar.
Yep.
That's your get out of jail free card. I got to check
Well,
my calendar.
well, that's the other thing too. I try to tell my girls too, is you don't have to react to whatever's going on right away. You could say, "Oh, that's interesting." I'll, and leave it be. You don't have to. I'm trying to remember the situation where it's like you don't have to answer. You don't have to give them what they're looking for. And I'm not anti-people, but I'm just saying it's those boundaries of going, oh, that's an interesting concept. Not sure about it. I'll get back to you. I'll get back to you.
Right.
You don't have
Right.
Hmm.
to, and I think
Right.
because in business, we do that a lot where we have to go, well, let's figure that out and we'll get back to you. It's like sometimes you need a pause and, give yourself the pause.
Hmm.
Yep.
Exactly. And
Yep.
growing up, like you never said no. Like it wasn't part, you don't say no. Like that's just not part of your
Yeah.
vocabulary. So
I
it's
remember,
awesome, like I said, that you're teaching your kiddos to do that now so that they have that voice and that empowerment to go, yeah, you know what? I don't have to do what you're doing. It's fine. I'm good, right? So
And,
yeah,
and
I
not
remember,
explaining why.
well, I
yeah.
remember my parents being, well, this one's not coming to dinner. I wonder why. What did you do? Did you get somebody upset? How come they're not coming to dinner? Blah, 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 blah. So like you grow up with thinking like, well, if I don't say yes, people are going to think something about me and this and that. Like it's the environment aspect. I don't give two cahoots again at all. If I don't want to, or I am busy, I say no. And sometimes my no has been me sitting on the couch with a really good book, and that's okay.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm
For
okay with
sure.
that.
And I also think, though, that part of that is understanding, okay, your time and your energy and all that, but valuing where there's those times where you don't want to do that, but
Yep,
it's a special or it's a
yep,
something that will bring joy to the other person. And you want, even though you don't want to do that, you want to give
Hmm.
them that joy. So if you're always saying yes, you don't even get the luxury of going, oh, I've
right,
made sure that I've given this to my friend or family member or
right.
whatever. You kind of diluted your yeses.
Yes,
Hmm.
You know
yes,
what I mean? Where you're going, no, I really don't want to do this, but it's this event that I want to show support to you or
yep,
whatever, right?
yep. That's a good point too.
Hmm.
Yes. So, viewer, do you always say no or do you say yes? Do you feel guilty saying no? Do you give big explanations? Let us know in the comments. Comments. Share this with somebody who has a problem saying no. And make sure you hit like, subscribe, and notifications so you know when the next episode comes out. Until next time.
Thanks for watching, and we hope to see you as a regular member of our community.